Eh, just kidding. I'm sorry to have led you on like that. I know you were expecting to hear a report on the Academic Senate meeting from January 30th, 2012. You know, the one where we were expecting to hear news about the Academic Senate resolutions on the Academic Affairs Budget Advisory Task Force, which, by the way, was on the Academic Senate agenda for their December 5th, 2011 meeting, but was tabled until January 30th. Now, in case you don't know what the Academic Affairs Budget Advisory Task Force is, here's their charge, which you can find at csufresno.edu/Senate. Dated October 26, 2011, Academic Affairs Budget Advisory Task Force Charge. Following orientation to the budgets, visions, and reduction strategies underway in units within academic affairs, the task force will estimate the base budget gap between the university Level A allocation to academic affairs and the recurring costs of opening academic affairs units. The task force will recommend sustainable approaches to closing this base budget gap. Recommendations should focus on investing resources in ways that generate capacity to meet enrollment targets and achieve university, academic affairs, and college/school strategic priorities. In other words, the school is getting a hell of a lot less money than it's been getting in the last couple of years, and they need an advisory committee to figure out what the heck to do. Now, if you want to know more about the makeup of this Budget Advisory Task Force, I recommend you visit the excellent columns written by Professor Craig Bernthal, to which, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can find the link down below. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm really sorry to have led you on, but as I was sitting there about 10 minutes into the meeting, someone, he who shall not be named, had the good nature to say, "Can I ask who's taking pictures?" And after a moment of awkward silence, I suddenly realized that I was the only person in the room with a camera, and I note that nobody from the Collegian, Fresno State's newspaper, was there, unless I missed them, and if I did miss them, they surely didn't speak up for me. Anyway, I told him that I'm just an independent student. I'm doing some photo documentary work for other students who can't be there. And another person asked, "Will you be asking permission to use the images?" I said, "Certainly." Someone from the Senate floor, "We're okay with it." And absolutely, I continued. "I understand the right to privacy and all that, so..." And then someone else from the Senate floor, "Who did you say you're working for?" "I'm an independent student." After another moment of awkward silence, I felt compelled to add, "In other words, I'm not affiliated with any media or public media sources." Then the fellow who initially asked who was taking the pictures, he who shall not be named, said, "So, I just want to be clear. So you're videotaping?" "I am. I do have some video footage, and I'm doing some still imagery as well." From the Senate floor, "And where's this going to be used?" "I'll be making the video footage available on Facebook and YouTube." Again from the Senate floor, "I have an objection to that." And here's one of my favorite parts. Half the Senate floor starts softly chuckling until somebody else seconds the motion. "You would have to obtain a signed written document. University policy would require you to sign a written release. You do not have a media credential, so you would have to get every written release from every person in the room." To which I responded, "Okay, I'd be more than happy to do that." "Well, we would probably have to halt our business for a few moments to discuss whether we would like to allow you to do that, and then you would have to have a form ready so that..." And by that time, I had had enough of the rhetoric and said, "My apologies. With all due respect, I was under the impression that this was an open forum and it was open to the public." "It is an open forum, and we do record the meetings. We provide an audio recording that's available to anyone who requests it. But video images and still photography in this setting, anywhere on the university campus, requires a written release." "I understand," I said. So thereafter, I set my camera down, and that was that. I was really appreciative of a couple of the Senate members who, after the meeting, came up to me and apologized for the ridiculousness of that whole exchange. But yeah, it's all good, I guess. So at the end of the day, if you want to get more information about what's going on at these academic Senate meetings, I guess you're just going to have to go there yourselves, because they're sure as hell not going to let me record it and report on it. So having said that, the next meeting, I believe, is going to be February 6th at 4 o'clock at the not the University Student Union, but the Satellite Student Union. That's 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock, February 6th. I'll post the details again down below. And again, you have to be watching on YouTube in order to see that. Now, it doesn't matter if you're a student or faculty. Everybody's apparently welcome to sit in on these academic senate meetings and find out some more information about what's going on with this budget advisory task force, and find out where your tuition is going, and all that good stuff. So, yay, go Dogs!